So today we're going to be reviewing and installing this Samodra bidet. I'm going to be telling you everything you need to know about it, including how to install it and how to use it, and actually giving my reviews and opinions on this. So let's jump right in. So in the box of this, you'll find the bidet itself, which I'm going to show you how to install. You can see there are two different nozzles here. You have the one for your bum and the one for the front here. And both of these kind of spray out, and I'll show you how this works later, but you can see they just come down and that's where the water sprays out there. It does come with two of these little hitches. You could actually go through and install them right here. And then it does come with some plumber's tape as well, which is really nice. Come with the valve to connect this to the bidet, instructions themselves, which is really nice. And the three-way valve connector and a washer that goes. So the first step is to remove your current toilet seat. It's very easy to do. Just most of them, you pop up these little lips, and then you'll need a screwdriver here. And underneath these, there's these little caps that you'll have to go through and grab to pull off. They're kind of underneath right there. Getting a little bit better of a video of them. You'll just have to go through and unscrew until you can pull those caps off the bottom there. Once those are removed, you can simply grab your toilet seat and pull it up very easily. Okay, so now that we have the toilet seat off, we're going to take both of these right here. We're going to set them on top of this, try to get those as straight as possible. And then you can see this bidet is just going to go and click in to these. So you can grab these, put them in just like this. And you'll hear them kind of click a little bit. You hear those clicks. This one kind of clicks in. Then you want those kind of lined up with the bolts as much as possible. And then we're going to grab the toilet seat. And then you want to basically just take these screws and get them in both of the holes here. So the screws are going to go through this part and in the screw holes, just like that. Perfect. So you can see, very easy to put that on, and then so you can see this is what it will look like from the top. You can see you can adjust this further out if you wanted to. So if you wanted to be further out this way or close to the toilet, you could do that. There's room to adjust here. You just want to make sure these are kind of flush this way. Now we're going to actually go through and screw this back on. I think I'm going to leave mine kind of mid here. You can see they're just off the hinge. We're going to go this way. You're basically just going to go underneath here, just on like this, and screw on. And then once you get them to a point where you can just start using the screwdriver, you should use the screwdriver. So we're just going to take this, put this bolt back through here, screw it on. You can see we have the bidet in place, and this thing isn't moving anywhere. We can go through and kind of wiggle it, and it's not going anywhere. Perfect, exactly what we want. Now we're going to take this part, this hose right here, and we're going to take the side that has the bigger nut. So you can see this one is a little bit bigger. And we're going to take this and screw it underneath right here. So this is just going to go, I'm getting a great angle, just going to screw on right there. As you can right there. And then now it is time to actually attach this to the faucet. So let's go over that part. So the first thing you're going to want to do here is turn off the water. You'll have some sort of knob here that looks similar to this. Make sure that that is flipped off. Once that is off, it does say to drain the water before you use this. So we're going to take this off right here. And you can see we have the water inside of this. You can open this up, and what we're going to do, because the water is off, we're going to flush all this water, and it's not going to refill. So we're just going to flush the toilet. And you can see all that water is just going down the drain. So there we go. So now we're going to go through and actually remove this nozzle here so that we can put this one. Now you may want to have a bowl or something nearby because there's probably a little bit of water throughout here. So we're just going to untwist this. Okay. Not too much water, not too bad there. Get that all out. So now what we're going to do is take this valve that they gave us, grab this washer, and then you see how it's kind of like in a cone shape. Put the fatter ends towards the bottom here, kind of push that in to that spot. Just like that, and then we're going to take this and we're going to screw it on here. And then it might be a good idea to take some of this tape and wrap it around this end right here or this end right here, depending on how corroded your valves are. Mine are fairly new, so I don't think we're going to have a problem. So now we're going to go through and actually attach this here a little bit. Should be good there. And then finally, the last part is to take this, and you can see we have this little nozzle right here. We can go through and screw this on right there. And that's it, we're done. Last thing is you want to turn on this water really slowly and make sure you don't have any leaks or anything like that. So we're going to turn this on. And everything's looking good, no leaks or anything like that. You're going to notice that your bowl is going to start filling up like this. So let that fill up, and then we'll go through and test out the actual bidet. Okay, so now we got full water, so we're gonna put this back on top of here. And now I'm going to attempt to show you how this works without making a complete mess in my bathroom. So you can see you have the off here, and then on this side you have to spray your bum, and then this is to spray your front side. So 2 different nozzles here. I'll go through and demonstrate that the best I can. You can see the water's gonna spray out of one of these 2 depending on which way you send this. Okay, so we have our bowl here, and then we're gonna turn this on, and you can see it's spraying up right exactly where it needs to. Works perfectly, and then this turns off. And then if you wanted to get the front side, you can see you turn it this way. And there's different pressures, so you can see this is a lower pressure, which is kind of nice, so it doesn't go right up there. But you can get it high pressure, low pressure, and then this way as well. So it works exactly as it needs to. Okay, and here's another look at this from another angle. You can see here is the bum. Just kind of shoots up there. I'm trying to give you this. You can see the water pressure is really high. It does a really good job. It doesn't splash. When you're actually sitting on here, it doesn't splash up this way. Just know that. It's because I have the bowl here, obviously. You can see just how high powered this thing can actually get. And then the front, if you're curious what the difference is, the angle is different, so it comes up and hits more towards the front. That's the point of it. And you can see it kind of goes up a little bit higher, this one, and it goes all the way that way. You can see the different water pressure. They switch really well, and they kind of go back. And in case you wanted to see what it looks like with all the different angles, here's with the seat down. You can see this still is, one thing that I was worried about is that it was going to make the seat kind of sit weird, but it sits still flat. No problems there. When the seat's down, you can barely even notice it. Looks really good inside of here. And then when the seat is up, this is what it looks like. You can see the bidet basically. Really nice. So overall, I'm extremely happy with this bidet. I think the value that you get out of it is incredible. It was very easy to install. It is very functional. I can now attest, I've tested it personally, and it does work really well. Even if you're not used to a bidet, it's actually very easy to use. And the functionality here and the design is one that I would certainly recommend.